Hi guys, tonight's dinner is going to be a little bit of an experiment. I have a recipe from my favorite sushi place for miso marinated black cod. I love miso marinated black cod. You know that dish that you find in all the really good sushi restaurants with the piece of cod, the black cod that's been marinating for days in miso, and it comes out, it's so delicious, it's slightly sweet. Well, I found a recipe for that. Except I couldn't find black cod. I have wild Pacific cod here. And I just thought, I'm just gonna see what happens. This has been marinating for 3 days. Let's see, no. I think I made it on Thursday night, and today is Sunday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's how long it should marinate, 2 to 3 days. But so it has been marinating in my fridge. I've turned it every so often. The marinade, the way I made the marinade, according to this recipe is not my own. All the recipes you find on my website and on this channel are my own, except this one. So what the recipe called for is equal parts sake and mirin, which is sweet cooking sake, and some white miso paste and a little bit of sugar. And you kind of cook it all on the stove in steps and it's very easy to do, and let it all kind of dissolve and make a marinade. So this is what it looks like after 3 days. And the recipe says you should take it out and try and get some of the marinade off, but don't rinse it off. You want a little bit on. So I have a paper towel here on my plastic cutting board. I always put my meats and my fish on my plastic cutting board. And then I'm just going to discard the excess marinade. We don't need that. Okay, so we've got our pieces of cod here. They look beautiful. And I'm going to take you over to the stove because they have to sear on the cast iron skillet and then finish off in the oven. So I will be right back, and I'll meet you over at the stove. Hey guys, so I'm over at the stove. Let's get cooking our cod. Not our black cod, our wild Pacific cod. Hopefully it will turn out just as good, or at least somewhat as good. So what I have here is let me bring you down to the stove like I always do. And what I have here is some grapeseed and canola oil blend. We want a flavorless oil and just enough to kind of coat the pan. We don't want to go crazy. And let's get that all around. Twirl that all around. We have 3 fillets. And I have my fish spatula, and we'll start with this one. Yep, it's sizzling. We're just going to get a sear here, which is why you want the pan kind of screaming hot. We'll get a sear, and then we'll put it in the oven just to finish cooking. I can't wait to see if this is going to turn out. Our oven is on at 400 degrees. So I'm going to let this sear for about 3 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. And I'm going to let this sear for 3 minutes, actually flip it, and I'll bring you back for the flip. Okay guys, I grabbed myself a little piece here, and I want to show you what it looks like. It actually looks really good. I mean, it didn't stay in one compact piece, but let's see how it tastes. That's really, really good. It's really, really good. The marinade got nice and caramelized. It's slightly sweet. It tastes slightly sweet, and the miso, you can really taste the miso, but it really does taste, the flavors are a lot like the it's really good. It is really good. I just wish the presentation was a little bit better. That's something I'll have to figure out, but it looks like this could be one of my projects. I'm always like perfecting stuff that I like, and sometimes it takes me a lot of tries, but we know the flavor's there. It's really good. The flavor is exactly like your sushi restaurant favorite, Miso Marinated Black Cod. But it's not that pretty. I'll work on that and I'll get back to you.